Hi and welcome. I'm Susan Patang from the Quiet Zone Coaching, and this is 4 ways to process the hurt after getting divorced. Divorce is a highly emotional process, right? Frequently, our ego gets bashed by the lawyers, by the ex, by the feelings of failure that we experience, and the dramatic changes that happen in our lives. If we don't process the trauma of the experience, those emotions like fear, anger, irritation, frustration, worthlessness, those feelings will keep popping up over and over, and they're going to color your life. And they're also going to make it hard to create new and healthy relationships in the future. By the way, that's what I do. I help women who are divorced process the hurt from these relationships and also walk down a path towards finding their perfect partner. So if you would like to learn how to do that, you can go to www.thequietzonecoaching.com, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Right now, we're going to talk about the 4 ways that you can process the hurt after a divorce. And the first one is just because, remember this, just because the legal system is confusing doesn't mean that you're stupid. The legal system has its own language and its own logic. Okay. It doesn't always match our reality. Okay. Or that of the outside world. And it can be very confusing and it doesn't make sense. So the process of divorce can be contentious enough without having to deal all of that with raw emotions, right? With dealing with all this. So you don't want to feel like you're getting swirled around in a blender, do you? So remember that this doesn't mean that there is anything wrong with you. Okay. You are not stupid. Okay. You're not a worthless human being. Okay. Because you can't understand this. The lawyers say things that sometimes are unintelligible. Like I said, it's another language. Okay. The system is confusing. And that's what all of this means. It's not you, it's the system. So remind yourself of times when you've managed to navigate a complex problem. Okay. Um, did you go through the process of renting your apartment or buying your house or interviewing for a job or navigating the healthcare system when you had your kids or when you got sick? That's proof. Okay. Somebody who is stupid or worthless would not be able to do those things. So this has nothing, remind yourself, this has nothing to do with me. Here's the proof that I am not stupid, and it's the system, it's not me that's confusing. Um, Focus on finding solutions to problems, staying in the moment, okay, and forget about what happened in the past, and monitoring your self-talk. Make sure you're not telling yourself things like that. Okay. Number 2, rehashing the hurts that your ex inflicted on you is counterproductive. You're right. He shouldn't have cheated on you. You're right. He shouldn't have been a jerk. You're right. He should have been kinder. He should have had a job. He should have, whatever it was. You're absolutely right. Okay. But guess what? He didn't do those things, did he? That's the reality of the situation. And it's sad. And you're absolutely right. But this is what went down. It's in the past. We can't change it. Okay. So focus on right now. Okay. We can change how we react to that hurt. Okay. Let go of the desire for revenge. Let go of it. Okay. It is counterproductive. It is not going to help you heal. It is just going to keep those emotions raw and open. Okay. Focus on the present. Be mindful what's happening right now. Okay. Let's be forward facing. Let's plan for our new future. Think about the path that you want your life to take. Find the positivity in that. You have the chance for a brand new beginning, a new life. Seize it, take it, own it, make it your own. Okay. Make it positive and make it healthy. The third way to process hurt after a divorce is to take apart those emotions one by one. And here's how you do that. Okay. You don't want those emotions to be running your life. You don't want them to be driving. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is identify and label them. Okay. What are you feeling? Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it anger? Is it irritation? Is it self-hatred, or feeling stupid, or feeling worthless, or feeling frustrated, or feeling whatever that emotion might be? Identify it, label it. What you're doing is you're taking it from being a big black cloud that's enveloping you, and you are shrinking it down to a label and saying, there it is. I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I'm irritated, I'm fearful. Okay. Next, ask yourself why you're feeling that way. Okay. What is it about this situation that's making you feel that way? What benefit am I getting from this negative emotion? Okay. Say to yourself, this doesn't make sense because, okay. And what you're going to do is use logic to overcome those irrational thoughts. So I'm angry because my ex isn't giving me more child support. Okay. Um, well, this doesn't make sense because I have no control over that. The court decides that. Okay, what do I have control over? How can I change this? How can I make enough money to live? What do I have to do? How do I solve the problem? That's logical and reasonable. Okay. What benefit do you get from feeling that way? You get to feel sorry for yourself, and you don't get to do the hard work that you have to do to make the problem solved. Okay. It's easier not to do that, isn't it? It's easier to feel sorry for yourself. So suck it up, be logical and reasonable, and do what you have to do to solve the problem. Next, okay, so you might logically understand that, but you still feel that way, don't you? I get it. I mean, those are really, really strong emotions. So what you can do is you isolate it. Where are you feeling it? Okay. Are you feeling it in your jaw, your shoulders, your chest, your stomach? Isolate it. There it is. I see it. I'm observing it, which is the next step. Observe that emotion. You don't let it drive. Okay. But you observe it. Okay. I'm feeling frustrated because, congratulations, you're a human being. This is how human beings feel when they've had a very traumatic experience. So there it is. I'm going to let it ride along, but I'm driving. I have to take care of doing what I have to do. Okay. See how that works? Okay. Fourth thing, be a positive example for your children. Okay. So what lessons do you want your children to learn? That marriage is awful and ends painfully, that sometimes adults need to go in different directions, and it can be done in a positive, healthy way. Okay. Consider what they're seeing and what they're feeling, and take the time to ask them and help them process their negative emotions, because that is a way for you to process yours too. You can say, look, mommy hurts from this too. And yes, it's very sad. And I know that you miss dad. But unfortunately, this is the way it has to be. And it's okay, because we're going to all get through this together. Do not ever bash the ex. I know that sounds hard to do. Do not do it. Okay. Try to keep as much of a civil a relationship you can with the ex, because if you have kids, because you're going to have to deal with them in the future. So these are just some of the coping skills that you can use to cope with a divorce. What do you do when you want to start dating again? Okay. So if you want to avoid finding the relationship losers, the psychic vampires, the mama's boys, and you want to stop repeating the same kind of mistakes over and over again, because you don't want to have that happen again. That was painful. Okay. So if you want to move forward to something that's healthy and that's better and that's going to work and is going to be wonderful for you and for your new partner, go to www.thequietzonecoaching.com and grab yourself a potential, what you're going to grab. Sorry, I messed that up. You want to get a perfect partner assessment. And that is we're going to look at what is going to hold you back from a potential perfect partner. See, I was thinking potential perfect partner. We're going to look at the top things that hold you back from finding that partner, and the number one strategy that you can use to find that perfect partner, or at least start walking down that road. So go to www.thequietzonecoaching.com. On the services page, grab the perfect partner assessment, and I look forward to seeing you there. Have a wonderful, awesome, amazing day. Namaste.